what I learned today, all right, it's my fault. I screwed up. I did. I'm willing to admit when I make a mistake. And I know that looking back at the situation of exactly the way that things went down. Okay.
Since I'm not getting at this exact moment. Why are you saying this on YouTube? What? I don't understand if you didn't have a boyfriend that worked on YouTube, but you... Baffled.
Peoples and bananas. I told them bananas. I like apples and bananas.
Welcome to the stream. Wow, we're here. And man, we get to suffer today. Again. Hot damn. Well, today is going to be a monumentous occasion. Momentous, if you will. Monumentous? Anyways, welcome to the stream. Everybody that's here, lurking and stalking. This is, unfortunately, a drama stream.
Hell!
Kind of. Only a little bit. But, wow, we're here. I thought about using the model today, and then I just didn't. But thank you for showing up. Today we're going to be covering, who is this again? Negative Legend. And in case you were wondering, this is about VTubers. I'm not using my VTuber model today. I said, why would I be on brand? So, unfortunately, we're here. So, I hope you're ready to enjoy and suffer with me. This video, it's not this one, but this is one that we're going to cover. This is you know what, we can just do it now. We'll get it out of the way. This individual, just for the record, if you're ever wanting to know the full context of how I'm going to address this person in their profiles, they, he, and she are pronouns that you can use. So I can use any of them, however I see fit. This video, unfortunately, is not about Soul Eater. because I can't debunk anything in it, but I'm just giving you the rundown here of who this person is. They cover anime videos, specifically those of the anime variety. Did I say anime twice? Anyways, you know what I mean. But there's a bunch of videos here. Sure, why not? But it's all about cartoons that either you've seen, know what they are, and don't think anything about it. But we're going to be covering this video today. And I've not seen it yet, but I have heard what happens in it. Spoilers. But anyways, now that you're here, I'm giving you an intro to who this person is. So do not hate me. Do not get me canceled. This is them right here.
Guys, listen. No, you don't understand. A lot of people that...
Okay, so let me go ahead and hit you with a real hint of reality here. He, she, they, literally all the pronouns, is a huge Soul Eater fan. Baby's first Soul Eater fan. And again, I've already kind of seen like the first part of this because I'm going to skip. I'm going to skip a little bit, like right around here.
had the unique premise of people that can transform into weapons, and you're trying to turn them into a scythe for the literal Grim Reaper. But this has one of the best soundtracks out of any anime I have ever watched.
Then you should watch more anime. I saw this part and I wanted to say this really quick before I went on any further. But yeah, this is the type of person that we're going to be dealing with. Baby's first anime is probably Soul Eater because they said so at the beginning. I just skipped over it. And if you think this is like the best soundtrack of any anime, watch more anime, I suppose. Anyways, we're here about this video. VTuber fans are cringe.
What was it?
And it's going to be really bad. So let me unmute it. Brace yourselves. We're going to watch just some VTuber stuff. We're going to skip through a lot of this. This is going to be a relatively short stream. I say as it may take an hour.
I am a casual fan of VTubers. I watch the shorts of like Rose Doodle and Buff Pup.
By the way, I'm going to point this out because, again, if you're not very familiar with VTubers and VTuber culture, I can see both of you, both chats, by the way. But if you ever want to know about the VTuber stuff, I'm going to give you the rundown here. When VTubers first hit the market, we're going to say hit the market, they had a set list of rules. And those rules are essentially the things that would be taboo, like mentioning PLs, referring to people by a way that they don't prefer, which is very ironic, if you will. But you're going to notice something here, which is why I titled everything in such a very specific way.
And the only VTuber I like really watch the streams of is Matara-Khan. I even was a fan of her during her previous incarnation, her past life of Nina Kosaka. And that was a whole thing. That was, but that's it.
And that, by the way, like I said, we're going to probably skip through like a good chunk of this because it does just kind of go on for a little too long.
I mean, besides catching wind of V-Shoujo drama, you know, where V-Shoujo kept the money of multiple different VTubers in order to make their bottom line look bigger while also going bankrupt, which is something I don't mean to diminish the
Okay, skip.
multi-channel network. Like, they probably do more than multi-channel networks because when I was part of a multi-channel
Oh my god, I don't care. Skip.
track before it renewed, but like, I get it. I know that pain.
I have been missing.
We're going to skip that too.
About this situation. Is that what this video is about? Not at all. I just want to say, guys, if you can, just be independent. Come on.
Okay, the only problem with this is being independent. From what I've heard throughout the industry, and maybe people will say this, maybe they won't. Let's just keep it $150 here. The people that are saying to just stay indie and never go corpo are the people that either have never been in a corpo or the people that had a bad experience in a corpo. I say this with the full understanding that corpo life isn't for everyone. Let's just keep it real here. And I'm saying this from an outsider looking in. I am not streaming as a corpo VTuber. I have zero desire to be one. And even if I were one, I'd get found out super fucking quick. Like, let's be real. But that's kind of their point here. It's a little bit of the foundation work that we're getting into this video with. So we're going to skip a lot of cringe stuff and we're going to skip through a lot of boring things. It's not going to really diminish the quality of this video or this reaction.
Don't tie your channel with a brand or a company. It doesn't work out well. Speaking from experience, back to my point.
Yeah, multi-channel networks are kind of different than being in a VTuber corpo. And also, shout out to Glow Gang. What is Glow Gang? God, it's such a good clip. Yeah, there's both pros and cons of being an independent and being a corpo VTuber. It is a double-edged sword. Again, it really just comes down to the corpo that you sign up with. And I will tell you, by way of pattern recognition here, the corpos that you've seen die are the ones that were mishandled in such a way. There's no forward-thinking plan. It's only the here and now. What can we do right now? It's never down to the talents, typically. I would say that it's always just been a management problem. But then again, there's some where management just works. And if management doesn't work, you'll see the downfall. And VShojo gets brought up an awful lot. Iron Mouse will get brought up an awful lot in this video. And then there's going to be a little part in the middle of this. And you'll notice the shift in the conversation of what we're talking about right now versus what the video is at the end. It's going to be very jarring.
I'm not as parasocial, the internet's favorite buzzword right now.
Okay, it's not a buzzword. People are parasocial in the weirdest way. We'll talk about that. We'll get to that in a bit.
I'm not as parasocial as some of these fans are of their VTuber anime waifu goddess. Listen,
look at this. I gotta go back. We have to go back and look at this again. Because I'm going to mute it because I'm not going to listen to that in my ears. I'm not going to have you listen to it either. These people are parasocial. You know, for someone that is into VTubers, according to this individual, Negative Legend, which is very fitting for their name, seeing people enjoy things in a very harmless fashion, like going to a concert, taking random pictures with promotional art, things like that, and then reducing it down to VTuber anime waifu goddess is kind of reductionist and doesn't make people paint you in a very good light. I would suggest staying away from that. Also, I gotta play it so I don't have to hear that again.
Listen, I like being chronically online sometimes.
Sometimes? We're gonna skip that.
In between when I want to. I also do enjoy the touching of grass.
Skip.
Agree with. And I have already broken one of their rules. So for anyone who doesn't know anything about VTubers and just generally thought that whole scene was kind of weird and avoided it pretty much entirely, let me educate you.
I don't need education. I've seen what happens. I've seen what happens on the internet. I'm no fortune teller here, but I can tell you with a certainty that this video is going to get derailed very hard. We're back in the old days right now.
I mentioned Matara Khan's previous incarnation. That's a big no-no.
Okay.
Mentioning the previous iteration of a VTuber is typically frowned upon. It's considered impolite, I think. Now, I can't find any official source or
Oh, we need official sources for saying that a thing that people are just like, hey, we'd really like it if you didn't do that, or I'm not that person, that IP belongs to this former company. I think that that's a pretty reasonable thing to say. We don't need official sources. It's just a line of professionalism, a thing that a lot of independent VTubers seem to lack. If you ever want to know what a VTuber I have spoken to has said that there is a thin line that separates professional, like the corpo VTubers, and the indies. And that line is professionalism. You'll notice the difference when you look at both of them. And this right here is trying to make their professionalism sound fucking stupid.
Or a Wikia page on whether or not this was actually the same person in between these two characters. However, I do have ears.
Unfortunately, we all have ears. And yours is using it to regurgitate fucking nonsense.
Absolutely not. What did I do yesterday after the stream? Maybe because I'm really, really old. Morning, Mom. I'll have to catch the VOD.
And by connecting these two characters even tangentially, I have broken their rules.
Imagine calling someone... Okay, imagine, if you will, viewer at home, wherever, whenever you may be watching this. Think about this for a second. And I'm going to assume things. Let me go ahead and just assume things really quick. Because if I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. Feel free to correct me. This individual, Negative Legend, on their Twitter page, on their Twitter bio, has they, he, and she. I have to have a set of rules to interact with this person. If I wanted to refer to them, if I wanted to refer to him as him, or refer to her as her. Those are the criteria of which I have to address this person. I'm not using that as a NECRO. You're diminishing and reducing down trans individuals. No, I'm playing by the rules. The rules are written. They're written right in their little Twitter that's not linked here. It's linked right here, you see. See, their Twitter politely says they, she, he. It's right there. I didn't make it up. I didn't like just say it. I didn't just think about it. It's right there. So in case you're ever wondering why I'm going to be using all of the terminology I've been using so far, it's because it's right here. So with that being said, this individual doesn't understand that those rules, the forbidden rules, the ones that are there for a reason, not just because it's a rule.
Basically, Matara mentioned her past self as Nina Kozaka when she was in NECRO, and you guys know that she
And shout out to Rima, the fucking horse lady. Yes, she's not really a horse.
was kind of bullied, kind of harassed while she was there. She even felt bad for her own fans, because even her own fans, if you had like Nina's Oshi mark in your username, for example, you would get harassed.
And I do this intentionally because I want to talk about Kairyu Crocodile.
Oh, so I want you to understand that we're going to be getting off into some uncharted territory with this one. Because again, we talk about individuals on this channel that are mainly of the anime people variety. And those anime people, the AniTubers, they don't really have the kayfabe necessarily. They are who they are. You see Joey, the anime man on the video, that's who that is. VTubers are different. VTubers are a different breed. Imagine the people that just want to stream, like, I don't know, back in the day when you wanted to play just video games, you played video games under a username the same way that you're on the internet as a username. Anybody digging up your real name is kind of just like, why would you do that? I mean, everybody kind of knows mine anyways, especially if you see me in person and you hang out with me for about 10 minutes. But like, you know, people know things. They know about this lady. The thing that you do as a good person in this industry, this sphere, is to not mention who it is unless you're talking to other business professionals.
And how so many VTuber fans are policing this VTuber and how we are allowed to talk about this VTuber. Because we all know who it is. Everyone knows who it is.
Yeah, we do.
Guys, come on. I'm not gonna say it because I don't need VTuber fans and also maybe Nuxtaku.
Oh my fucking lord. Okay, we're gonna start a new trend that if I see Nuxtaku in your video, if I see you mention Nuxtaku as a source on anything that could be used, like even if you're agreeing with him or if you're disagreeing with him, like your opinion is now invalid. I don't fucking care. I'm gonna be on the haterade today. You can fuck off.
Coming after me. If you watch Kairyu Crocodile stream.
And also, why would Nuxtaku come after you anyways? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and sleep for this dude, but like, people, I say slander, but it's, in my opinion, slandering is only if it's not true. But anyways, people slander the fuck out of Nuxtaku because he kind of just is terrible. Especially with this newest video that came out. Not gonna watch it unless I watch it later. Maybe? I might watch it later. Not today. But but like, you know, fuck that guy.
For just 2 seconds, you can figure out who it is.
Favorite movie
Yeah, I don't really fucking care.
is Lego Batman. So I really like cartoons in general. I don't really like watching anything that has real life humans in it.
Oh my god, skip.
New video alluding to her other channel.
Yeah. Because whatever.
It's an open secret, guys. Some people argue that Chikawa and Miku are super popular and that shouldn't count, even though this specific YouTuber has multiple videos talking about their hyper obsession with specifically Miku and Chikawa.
Okay. Oh, hey, you know what? I gotta point out something in this video. You know how he went through all the trouble to censor everything so far? Why didn't he censor the fucking link right here that literally has their name in it? I don't know. Maybe you should just do a little bit more editing before you start slapping up some videos talking about people's past lives. And also, do you realize how little that narrows shit down? A girl that likes Miku and Chikawa. Do you realize how many fucking people that is? Hello?
Clearly she's in on it too, but
No, she likes things. I'm sorry, you can't have... Whatever.
saying who she really is, even if it's outside her stream or outside her YouTube channel, will have VTubing fans foaming at the mouth, apparently. How are y'all gonna enter an unfamiliar space, label the people weird for following the rules of said space that have always been in place?
Now, this is, sorry, I was kind of like tuning out when I was like watching this. How are y'all gonna enter an unfamiliar space? Label the people weird for following the rules of said space that have always been in place. Seems reasonable. Seems like something that anybody that has a brain in their fucking head would say. What's the rebuttal here?
Also, who made this rule?
Who made this rule? I don't know. Professionals?
Where did this rule come from? Who established, who wrote it in stone that we are not allowed to freely talk about our favorite anime girl influencer VTubers? There's this...
You know, the only people that say this are people that don't watch VTubers. Where's the rule at? You know that VTubing was really big in Japan before it came here to the West, right? Do I need to go ask the Japanese people, hey, is this cool? I think that if a thing that comes from Japan comes to the US, I'm going to probably take a little bit more out of what they said the rules are than whatever you're saying. I just don't get, I can't get over it. Listen to how he responded. Listen, this is all from a comment about, hey, if you like, how are you guys going to roll up into our shit and then tell us that we're the weird ones of not wanting to talk about someone's past life or their other identity? And we get...
Where did this rule come from? Who established, who wrote it in stone that we are not allowed to freely talk about our favorite anime girl influencer VTubers?
Yeah. That's how we reduce down the people that are streaming for us. I thought about this last night because, again, it was Valentine's Day. I thought about this a little bit and I said, you know, VTuber fans, because again, this is about VTuber fans. VTuber fans are cringe. Again, we have finally reached the point of the video. This is not the worst part of the video, by the way. But we reached the part of the video about VTuber fans saying, hey, it would probably be a good idea to not fuck around unless you really want to find out. And that's a fair assessment. I don't go into sports Twitter and tell them, so like, what if we don't like a player? Can we tell them to break their kneecaps or something? It's like, you probably wouldn't want to do that. Makes you look like an asshole. The same thing applies here with VTubers. You probably don't want to go into their channel and say, are you such and such? It's kind of like if you roll up to me when I'm at, I don't know, we'll just make up a scenario here. We're going to make up a straw man. Like, let's say I'm at, I don't know, a convention. And you go, oh my God, are you, let's make up another identity. I don't know any identities. Are you I'm looking over. I'm scrolling. Are you that guy Sigerselli? And I go, yeah, don't like no. And when I'm here at the convention, like I'm Necro. Like I don't do anything under that name. And then they continue to call me Sigerselli. Yeah, you can call me John Necro. Are you John Necro? No, I'm Necro 13 today. It's the same thing. It's a respect thing. Again, I'm gonna, well, I was going to not do it, but I'm going to do it now. This would be if I were to imply that this person used, I don't know, exclusively she, her pronouns, and I'm calling you he. You'd be pretty fucking mad, wouldn't you?
There's this meta code of conduct that VTubing fans are all aware of, including myself. But some of them are so chronically online.
You know where VTubers stream, right?
That they think these rules apply outside of the internet.
They do. I don't go up to a VTuber in person and use their real name or their previous identity. Are you fucking stupid?
The most important thing that we all need to just accept in our hearts is that these people are just playing a character.
Yeah, that's why you shouldn't relate them to another identity. Like, why are we even here?
So, like, yeah, the chat should respect that.
Yeah, everybody should. Again, if I were to call this person Negative Legend, if I were to call them something else, I don't know their names. I don't know any other names. I really don't fucking care. But if I were to call them any other name, they'd be pretty mad at me for using another name, or they would want me to use the names that they have specified to use. Again, I'm pretty respectful. You tell me to call you something, I'm gonna call you it. But the second that you start doing this shit on a video about VTubers, I don't know, man.
In the same way, like, it's rude to go up to one of those Disney actors and to try to get them to break character. If you're one of those guys, screw you.
So, okay.
Now, some streamers are smart and will...
Wait, so is that where we ended it? Like, wait a minute. Huh? Go back.
So, like, yeah, the chat should respect that. In the same way, like, it's rude to go up to one of those Disney actors and to try to get them to break character. If you're one of those guys, screw you.
Yeah, so again, the same thing can be applied here. If you're talking about a VTuber that was, I don't know, like Matara, for example, and if you were to like go into her chat and say, oh, are you this person? You'd get banned. If you talk to them like that on Twitter, you get banned. Now, if you go to them in real life and you address them as Matara because that's who they are, because again, you don't know their real names, you don't know their real identities unless you like really go looking for it. But you would not instinctively say, "Oh, you're this lady," because he's like, "Oh, you could say, oh, I loved you when you were at previous company under this name." I already know what it is. I just don't feel like pronouncing it today. But you could do that. You could be respectful about it, but in person. Because again, you're all people at the end of the day. On the internet, those rules are a little different.
Now, some streamers are smart and will refer to their like human other as its own separate character, so they can address certain topics and questions that chat may have that are kind of valid without...
By the way, this video, again, let me remind you, is about VTuber fans being cringe. So far, they seem like the more level-headed out of this video.
Breaking the illusion. It's not even that much of an illusion, guys. But we all agree, this space right here, specifically right here, okay, the chat...
Skipping.
On her VTuber channel / stream, you...
So in the Jaden Animations channel, it's fine to say Jaden, but when you're on her VTuber channel / stream, you say Kyryu. Is that right? Separation of church and state? No, it's being respectful. I'm skipping. Actually, I gotta go back. VTuber culture is so weird. They treat recognizing someone's voice as if you just dead named a trans person. It's not comparable. It kind of is. You wouldn't want someone to refer to you as your dead name, so don't refer to them as their past life, you fucking idiot. Skip.
This video that is not in their stream, I know it's on the internet, but it's also not in their stream or channel.
And also, why do they care this much? Why does Negative Legend care this much about VTuber fans and their rules? If you're a VTuber viewer, if you, as a VTuber viewer, are making a video about VTuber fans being cringe, at least point out the cringe things that they do, not the fucking standard.
We are not confined to those rules, and not every VTuber is playing a character.
But they are. Those people aren't actual real life alpacas or something. I saw a skunk VTuber. The lady's not a skunk. Maybe she has girl stink. I don't fucking know. But they're a character. They're an online person. They're an internet person. The same way I'm an internet person. The same way that Negative Legend here is an internet person. I will refer to them as Negative Legend. I wouldn't go up to them and say, are you, I don't know, some other fucking channel? That'd be rude, wouldn't it?
I mean, sometimes it's just an avatar that keeps their identity a secret.
So they're playing a character.
Which leads me to my other topic. Too many people want to know the real face of these VTubers.
I'm gonna go ahead and stop you there. There are people that are like this. Those people are not VTuber fans. Allow me to explain, chat at home. The reason why people would want to keep their identity a secret is because the chronically online, they really want to know about people, and it also wards off the weirdos. It weirds them, it kind of gets them off their case. Think about it this way. You don't want to be doxxed. No one wants to be doxxed. No one wants their face out there or associated with something that they say on the internet. So why even do this? I hope that that's what gets brought up in this next segment. Otherwise, we've completely lost the plot.
I cannot tell you how many times I'm scrolling on TikTok and I get an Iron Mouse TikTok and the highlighted blue text is Iron Mouse face reveal. And it's a bad joke at this point because they intentionally make that the blue text to troll people who are hyper obsessive over Iron Mouse. You're not gonna find her real face. I don't think she's ever revealed her face. I may be wrong about that. I don't follow Iron Mouse quite as closely as some other sycophants.
So you don't know anything about this lady. Good to know. I'm gonna keep that in my back pocket.
And I get it. Using Matara-Khan as an example, I'm sorry, Matara, but you're like the only VTuber that I actually watch. So
that explains why. I don't think Matara would be very happy with this video, but then again, I don't speak for Matara, and I'm not going to sweep for her like that. She can show up and she can sweep in the comments if she really cares.
Like, you're the de facto example I have to use. I also bought your collab with GamerSups.
Oh my god, could you get the
morbid curiosity? Call it a parasocial relationship. Call it some sort of psychology term. I don't know, I'm not a psychologist. I had this idea.
Man, this video is almost painfully unfunny. At least it's not DSP, who's probably right now telling you about shit that he can't do on his stream.
About what she would look like in my head. And these streamers will...
You know what? Again, people know what she looks like. I'm not going to tell you where you can find it because it's just out there. If you look hard enough, I'm sure you'll find it. But listen to this part.
No, I'm not a psychologist. I had this idea about what she would look like in my head. And these streamers will often go out in public and wear a mask and make appearances at like conventions. And they wear a mask in order to help conceal their identity and not fully break the facade.
It's not breaking the facade. There's no facade. What you meant is kayfabe. Also, Matara has been to almost every one of these conventions that she's ever talked about. I find it so dumb wearing face masks. I don't find it as dumb. I think that there's too many identifiers. Matara is really good about OPSEC, and that's the one thing that everyone needs to learn about this segment specifically is the OPSEC part. If you're out there in the public and let's just assume if you want to stay anonymous, don't go to cons in person. I don't think it's as much as staying anonymous. It's more like they want to go and hang out with their friends at a convention. Don't think too deep about it. The thing about it is if Matara had posted this picture before then and said, hey, come find me, that's a different story. Or if there's a lady that's cosplaying as her VTuber character and she's having a meet and greet, or if she's out there, then I mean, that's fine. But what I'm not understanding is this segment that they're bringing up about, like, I envisioned what she looked like in my head, and I found these pictures. Allow me to show you these pictures. She's posted them, so she's not really backing away from how she looks. But, you know, who knows?
And every time I see the actual person, even if it's in a mask and sunglasses, or like just the hands, you know, when they like open like a
This is a creepy video, by the way. I didn't realize really how creepy this video got.
box or something, and they just show the hands, that's a thing. It breaks the magic for me. I'm not gonna lie.
It breaks the magic. Seeing their hands in a real person. Hey, buddy, who's behind the avatar?
embarrassing to admit. I don't like it. The moment I saw the human form, I
This is fucking cringe.
realized that of course he's not gonna look like what I was imagining.
Are you fucking retarded, man?
I really just like fell in love with like the character. That's what I like. And the voice. Low-key, I've fallen asleep.
Skipping.
Onto another person.
This seems like a weird fetish video. This seems like a weird fetish video, and I feel unsafe.
Don't look behind the...
Skip.
You shouldn't police whether or not someone can or can't post their real face.
I don't give a fuck what people do, but if you post your real face, this is the... We're almost to the part that we need to be at, just for the record. But if you're posting your real life face, or flesh posting, just know who's gonna show up. That's all this is about. If you're gonna post your face, then expect people to want more from you. Again, this goes for anybody. They can show whatever they want. They can show ass and titties. They can show their face. They can show their hips. They can show their abs. They can show anything they want. They can show their hands and their arms. Now, there's identifiers everywhere. There's a VTuber that I watched yesterday, and she was doing a very interactive hand cam stream, and she has a tattoo. I'm not going to say where, but she has a tattoo, and you can see it very visibly. Now, imagine that I go to these conventions in person, and let's say I'm a little dented in the head, and I really like this VTuber lady specifically. I'm going to look for every woman that has this tattoo and be like, oh, you're this person. And let's say I am more dented. That puts them in danger. That puts them in risk. So this is a weird fetish video, I feel.
Online, like it's their character, it's their social media, and people do this too. Why are you trying to protect the sanctity of your anime waifu goddess?
Someone that doesn't understand it, but someone that does is Sayano. Thank you for the follow on twitch.tv. This whole thing has been reductionist about VTuber anime waifu goddess. I'm not going to say what I was going to say. It's going to be pretty rude. But let's roll that back again.
Also, on the opposite side of this, you shouldn't police whether or not someone can or can't post their real face online. Like, it's their character, it's their social media.
Okay, that was the part I was going to get to. Sorry, this is the actual thing I was going to say. But if you're posting your face on the internet for people to see, and you're worried about how people can be weird and creepy, then maybe I think that someone should say, hey, I don't think you should post that. And then they go, this happened, by the way. These are things that have verifiably happened. I watched this video when it came out. Negative Legend kind of fell off for me because of it. I don't know much about this person, so I'm as informed as the next person. But the thing I was going to say is, if you're posting pictures of your face, some VTubers did that, the VTuber versus face thing. I do it sometimes because, again, you've seen my face before. This isn't a fucking mystery. I've had it on this channel. I've had it on Twitch. It's everywhere. But the thing is, maybe I feel this way specifically because it's mostly females, but they want to protect their identity because of the weird people. And there have been weird people that see their face, they get obsessed, and then they find out everything about them. What's that one lady, Camilla? The imp lady? She did some posts like that, I think. I can't remember exactly 100%, but she went to somewhere, some convention. I think she was either there or someone, a representative. I can't remember. I have to look up the fine details here. But the thing is that she got a gift from a fan that had like an air tag or a tracker in it, and it got to her place. And this guy tracked her down and tried to break into her apartment while she was on stream. I think it was an apartment. But anyways, doesn't matter. It happened. So yes, I think that VTuber fans being protective of someone posting their face is a good thing. Stop posting your fucking face and stay away from weird people.
And people do this too. Why are you trying to protect the sanctity of your anime waifu goddess?
I do not condone people
Yeah, this is the one right here.
getting too immersed in this character, okay? Because I am still a real person. And just because you said that, I'm pulling up a face reveal right now. Look.
And you know what? And this was the end for her. Camilla does an IRL face reveal to prove her point, leaving chat speechless. Hey, Camilla, what happened after that? This isn't a victim blame segment, but Camilla should be able to tell you and everybody else to look directly in the goddamn face and say, yeah, this was probably not the best move because this guy sent me a gift and tried to break into my fucking home.
Look.
Great point.
Oh my gosh. Don't look.
And yes, that leads me to my next.
Skip.
And a lot of them are. I think it's fair to say that probably a lot more of them actually don't care about seeing the actual person. Like, they don't mind. They know that it's a character. They know it's play pretend, that it's basically just an actor, voice actor, what have you. They know that beyond the hot anime girl facade, it's an actual person, which is why a lot of streamers do make physical appearances. They know it's not gonna kill their career. Not unless they're a 40-year-old man like Buff Puff is.
You're so weird. Okay, you're watching a VTuber, okay?
Okay, yeah, hang on. Okay, skipping ahead. We're gonna keep skipping. God, this is getting terrible.
Imaginary characters across the
Oh yeah, we gotta get this part.
or maybe even their real other YouTuber name. You can't enforce some arbitrary rules on imaginary characters.
Sure you can. What the fuck are you talking about? And also, they're real people. We said this earlier when I skipped over it.
Across the internet, and especially not in real life. The only reason these people follow these rules in the chat is because they don't want to be rude.
Yeah, go on. What was the point of this video? I'm pretty confused right now. It's about VTuber fans being cringe. When in all honesty, again, even if I wanted to go to bat, because there are some weird VTuber fans, there are ones that get too parasocial and they want to rope themselves if their Oshi doesn't talk to them. You gotta chill out. But when it comes to this video, the VTuber fans are sounding like the normal people. And someone like Negative Legend is sounding a little unhinged. Again, it's fine if you don't understand VTuber culture, but to be ignorant to a point that you make a video that is just awful, maybe.
And that's really it. And I get that. I don't like being rude either.
Then why are we making this video? By the way, he's going to be rude here in a second.
Probably to a fault. So when it comes to Kyryu Crocodile, stop being weird.
What do you mean?
Now, I know that's easier said than done because at the end of the day, we know that the VTubing community is really just an extension of the anime fandom. And
okay. All right.
so we see a lot of the problems in the anime fandom.
Hey, trick question, Negative Legend. Where did VTubing come from? Where did it originate? Oh.
Bleed into the VTuber space. Let's get uncomfortable for a second.
Okay, this is the uncomfortable part, and this is also the worst part of the video. Congratulations. We fucking reached it.
Get in the ring, man.
You guys remember Gargura? You know, absolutely hilarious and phenomenal. Loved her. Wonderful. My heart.
Listen to this. I want you to hear this because I know what the spoiler of this is. So I want you to hang in there with me, chat. I want you to listen and listen up.
Into the VTuber space.
This part right here. I want you, whatever you saw in this first part of the video from the past 11 minutes, fuck all that. Here's the part that we're really here for.
Get uncomfortable for a second. You guys remember Gargura?
No, of course I don't. The actual world's largest VTuber. No, never heard of her. You fucking idiot.
You know, absolutely hilarious and phenomenal. Loved her.
Loved her. Oh, you did? Okay.
Wonderful. My heart shattered when we got the news that she was graduating or retiring or whatever weird term.
Whatever weird term. Hey, you know where it came from originally? Oh.
That they decided to use for her not being that character anymore. She was insanely influential in the VTubing sphere.
Insanely influential is an understatement. I'm not going to get into the specifics. And again, this video is not to sweep for anybody specifically, because I really am not going to do that work for them. And take 22, 952, if you're in case you were wondering. How do I tell you?
At least in my eyes, I'd put her up there with like Iron Mouse, Mori Calliope,
You're actually insane.
Calliope. I mean, probably not bigger than Iron Mouse.
Probably not bigger than Iron Mouse. Hey, can I have whatever fucking pack you're smoking? I want some of that, because this is actual fucking cope. Gargura is literally I'm gonna say it 10 toes down. Gargura is the Michael Jackson of VTubers. And I say this only with a little hint of irony, because Gargura is and was the pinnacle of VTubing. He's and I was the first, but she wasn't the best. Gargura was the face, the introduction to VTubers for literally every woman that's on the face of this earth. I don't know what else to really say here. Gargura's numbers and the insane when she returned, don't worry, you'll know here in a second, immediately broke YouTube. I think even Nimmy Nightmare, these HoloLive VTubers, sorry man, they're bigger than Iron Mouse is. And I would dare to say they're more respected than Iron Mouse. TwitchCon things that happened. But again, that's only if you care that much. VTubers don't want to rank each other, but facts is facts, my guy. Iron Mouse, nowhere close to the level that Gargura is. And this isn't shade at Iron Mouse. Again, I'm not going to sweep for anybody. But again, bar for bar, word for word, my guy.
I'm not crazy, but she was up there. And then the town crier told me that Gargura was returning under a new character. The legend was returning. Hath no fear.
Okay, this is the part of the video. Are you ready, guys? Strap in.
She came back as Same Kosaba, just like a straight up lolly. And
What was it?
Get in the ring, man. Kill yourself.
no! And I know Gargura was also technically a lolly, but like this one is like that kind of lolly.
Oh, God.
Yes. Yes, she is.
The ones that like are, I think it's just intentionally appealing to pedos and
Oh boy, help!
Help!
This video is getting worse by the second. I told you this was the bad part of the video. Oh man.
lolicons. And you can't convince me that's not what she's doing.
Oh my god. If you're a fan of Gora before Saba, again, remember where are we at? 12-11. We're at 12-11.
Absolutely hilarious and phenomenal. Loved her.
Did you, buddy? Did you, Chief?
Oh, I'm probably going to get her fan base hating on me for
I don't think they really care about the opinions of you. I'm gonna be real. And if they do, then more power to them. I'm not sweeping for anybody in this scenario.
this. But she makes me uncomfortable now.
Now is the time she makes you uncomfortable? Again, I'm not sweeping for appreciation or for any ass pats here. That's why the only videos that I will make for ass pats is because I genuinely like the person that I'm making them on. I like Gura and I like Saba, but you're not going to see a video of me glazing either of them. I like them, but I'm not going to make a video glazing them. But I'm also not going to make a video like this shitting on them. Remember, loved Gura. Doesn't like Saba all that much.
The personality feels different. It feels cuter, more innocent, more primed to be taken advantage of.
That's a little creepy to say.
The dress.
The disgust and disappointment I experienced when this new character debuted will haunt me for the rest of my life.
You're a Sonic fan, Skip.
But like, it's there and it's very effective.
Gura, my dog died. Let's go! First, I wish to sing along to it. That's the only reason. I wish to sing along every now and then, so...
Like, I know it's not a big difference. And I know...
There is no difference. What the fuck was the point of that?
There's gonna be some of you that are gonna say, like, I'm full of it. But
You are full of it.
the personas are just vastly different and...
No, they're not. Skip.
Same person behind the face tracking. I didn't follow Gargura as closely. Is the differences subtle? Yes, except for like the model. Maybe I am tripping.
Maybe? And yes, I have heard about Sage. In fact, I want to play, I don't know what the progress is on Sonic Galactic, but it seemed really cool when I played like the first demo that they ever had. Maybe this guy should play it.
I'm going to continue tripping. But where do we see
Yeah, oh, well, at least they know that they're stupid.
a large cluster of, no guys, I'm not a pet. I just like the small form, I like daughter-like appearance.
Oh boy, who said any of that? I don't think I've ever seen someone say daughter-like appearance. I think you might be making that up.
That's it, that's all. Don't come at me, don't look at my hard drives. That's
Don't look at my hard drives. And then we post. Chat. For the people that scream about lollies being pedo shit, they sure like to post about lollies an awful lot. What the fuck is this segment?
the anime fandom. And you wanna know what other problems the anime fandom has? They
The one that fucking stupid people roll into and co-opt and take advantage of and make it mainstream and stupid and cringe. Yeah, I know what happened.
have a white supremacy problem. I'm not.
Oh, what the fuck? ain't no fucking way. No way. This is. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Let's go back.
Like appearance, that's it, that's all. Don't come at me, don't look at my hard drives. That's the anime fandom. And you wanna know what other problems the anime fandom has? They have a white supremacy problem. I'm not gonna give you time to guess.
Oh my god. You know, when I started this stream, before I started this stream, I said, this is a funny video about VTubers. And I was on the fence about it. I was like, I don't know if the people that I know, the actual VTubers I know, if they're going to like me for what I'm going to make out of this video. I don't know if they're going to dislike it, like it. I don't really know. And I didn't know that we were getting off into weird territory, because this is now the second day in a row that I have streamed. And we have somehow arrived at the anime community having a white supremacy problem. I have to ask, where are all the hoodweebs in this very one-dimensional argument that we're making here? Because I've seen barely any white people when I go to Anime Expo. I see a lot of Asian people. Hell, I see more black people than I see white people. So where exactly is this white supremacy coming from? Almost makes you wonder.
It's a white supremacy problem. And usually, get this, the white supremacists and lolicons go hand in hand.
If I say what I was gonna say, I would actually be canceled. So we're just gonna skip ahead.
Far right guy that was using a voice changer. I'm sorry, a voice modifier
And it's not a voice changer, it's a voice modifier.
in order to stream as a VTuber girl.
I mean, sure, people do that all the time. I don't do that because I'm not a female. I'm sure you all could tell.
Spreading far right propaganda.
Far right propaganda. And you know what? I think that if you're spreading far right propaganda or far left propaganda, then you're not a VTuber. No one fucking cares about your opinion on politics. Rope instead. Skip.
Viewer space.
Skip.
With pretty much everything.
And also, VTard. Skip. Oh my god, we're gonna talk about this person all fucking day. I really don't care. Skip.
Who probably aren't weirdos that put on anime girl personas attract those specific weirdos.
I don't know who I attract, but I know that when I first started, the people that showed up were calling me a trap the whole time. I didn't make a big, well, I did kind of make a big deal out of it. I didn't make like a serious big deal. I was just having a giggle.
Can't people just be horny and normal? Is it so hard? Can't you just be a freak and not a pervert?
Man, this room is looking a little transparent here.
I can't lie, most of the reason VTubing got popular was because of gooners. I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah, you should probably rope instead. Skip.
Overtly sexual, and the key difference.
Wait, what? Okay, now we have to go back.
And also not be weird. And for some reason, it seems like so many people don't understand how to do that. I've seen people give like specifically like Rose Doodle some flack on.
Yeah, fly me to the goon. Hey, remember that thing we said about VTuber fans being gooners? What about the VTubers that are actually gooners? You know that they have not safe for work accounts too, right? Oh, that's right. It doesn't fit the narrative here.
Online for being overtly sexual. And the key difference is that she's not weird about it.
She made a fucking song about it. Are you out of your mind?
Okay, so my name is Rose Doodle.
Oh my god, she showed her face in something. Oh no.
I'm a creative art streamer. I do mostly illustration and animation. I also do educational sexual wellness content with a focus on BDSM and stuff, because I used to do classes and stuff for that kind of stuff. And aside from that, I've been just streaming for like 10 years, so beautiful.
Is the VTuber community really fun? Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, sometimes it is.
Imagine your favorite character from like your favorite TV show or game deciding to be a streamer. Imagine if Mario decided to be a streamer.
Skip.
OCs. And I know a lot of people get upset at specifically just like anime VTubers and choosing like a Japanese name even though you're not Japanese. And there's plenty of VTubers that aren't hot anime girls.
I see burnt peanut on my screen. I'm gonna skip.
Into these problems as much, but that doesn't make anime VTubers bad, being a white supremacist and a pedo. That
Oh my goodness, skip.
weird rules that these people follow.
Weird rules that these people follow. The one that says, don't show your face, there's weirdos on the internet. Those weird VTuber fans that are cringe. Oh yeah, of course, they're the weird ones because they want VTubers to stream in secrecy. Do you imagine, can you imagine this, they, them, she, her, he, him, excuse me, telling you that you're the weird one for wanting to keep your content creators safe by not exposing too much of your real life into your content? Seems kind of fucking silly, huh?
In order to make it more fun for them. It's a game. That's what it is.
No, it's real life. If you don't want... Negative Legend would be shitting their pants today if they were a VTuber, they said some wrong think, and then someone threatened them, showed them their docs and their real face. They would be shook to the core. And a VTuber did that recently. They said, guys, I was doxxed. This person's sending me hate mail about how they're going to show up and do bad stuff to me. Give me money so I can leave and move to a different area. These things happen. And to act like they either don't happen or that if it does happen, then they deserved it because they're, excuse me, white supremacist and pedos kind of makes me look at this individual a little bit more critically than I did before.
And yucking their yum isn't cool. But also enforcing your weird OC roleplay rules on other people is also not cool.
You know, you can talk to people without thinking that they're an anime character. I do it all the time.
If you don't vibe with it, I get it. If you do vibe with it, I get it. Can't we just smell the roses first?
Oh my god, skip.
Have validity. Maybe the normies and the gooners can shake hands.
Oh my god, this is gonna be a setup to a joke, so I'm gonna skip.
This whole situation in the comment section.
No, I'm not gonna do that either. Skip. And I'm definitely not gonna read through all that because I really don't fucking care. So what did we learn today? Nothing of value. I will say that. We unfortunately listened to the insane ramblings of a madman. 17 minutes and it feels distilled to an hour. Yeah, that's what happened today. We listened to insane ramblings of a madman. How dare those VTuber fans? This was a video about VTuber fans being cringe. And again, I'm not going to sweep for anybody, and I am going to name some names here because we brought them up in this video already. In fact, I'm going to look it up on a different window. God. Here you go. It's Reddit. So it's the thing. Camilla update. Stalker admitted to planting a tracker and a gift for her. She won't be going home for a little while. These were her tweets about someone showing up to her home because they had a tracking device in the gift that they gave her. Camilla, again, love her or hate her, I don't really have an opinion because I really don't fucking care. Camilla played with fire. I am not victim blaming.
In this character, okay? Because I am still a real person. And just because you said that, I'm pulling up a face reveal right now. Look. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, gets immediately doxxed by an insane person and they show up to your apartment. Somehow, the person in this video used this as a gotcha against anime VTuber fans. This person did. The Sonic fan.
Sycophantic about these VTubers.
Remember, I'm not saying that you can't enjoy VTubers and be a normal person. I don't even think that you have to be a normal person. But to go out of your way to say some stupid shit, put Camilla in this video after she was essentially doxxed by this person who actually showed up at her place of living and knowing that she probably couldn't return, it's kind of fucking creepy. So yes, VTuber fans are cringe, but they are full of goodness in their soul. I know people like Negative Legend, they really make you question morality sometimes. This video fucking blows. I'm glad that we suffered and watched this together. Yeah, VTubers are real people. Who would have fucking thought? Who would have thunk that real people were here? Again, VTubers show up all the time in real life at the conventions that they go to. It's up to you as a person that goes to those conventions to not be the weirdo here. I don't think that that's too much to ask. But, that's all I got. If you want to see more of the video, then I mean, you've kind of seen everything that there is to see. I already left my dislike. I really don't fucking care anymore. I'm just here having fun on the level 1. Just be normal to the VTubers. People aren't real, bro. I know. People are human slop. You only like them because they're human. Something like that. Some fucking stupid shit. What a great time. But yeah, that's all this stream is. This great video of fun and interesting content. But now I have to send you somewhere because that's the end of the stream. Unfortunate. I wish there was more we could do here. But unfortunately, we can't. So yeah. I know where I'm going to send you. YouTube people. What a wild ride. I went off the ride. YouTube. We're going to be rating Rima on here, on this website, Twitch people, I'm gonna raid you into someone that I think that you'll really enjoy. It's gonna be a nice person. So if you haven't, you can watch on any platform that you want, except for Kick, because the ability for me to do that is just limited. We're gonna raid Omo. But have fun. And don't think about it too hard here. I actually don't know what I'm doing today. I just don't know. God, what a great video. I will see you all later.